Welcome to Basement Movie Room. So we're back to Kurt Russell after an Army of the Dead stop off with some Snyder. And with Kurt Russell, we're in one of his earlier films, the 1980 film, Used Cars, which surprisingly to me, I never knew this despite seeing it a few times before now, directed by Robert Zemeckis of many movie fames, Back to the Future being probably the most well-known one, Forrest Gump, and a number of other films.
Yeah.
And written by Zemeckis and Bob Gale, who wrote Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Produced by Steven Spielberg and John Milius of Conan fame. Yes. Steven Spielberg, do I really need to tell anyone who Steven Spielberg is?
So much.
But like when I read that, like, because we were planning on watching this one for Kurt Russell Month. This is one of the ones I kind of said I want to watch because I haven't seen it in years. And the last time I saw it was probably like on USA Up All Night or something. Because it was like, I mean, it was years ago. And I probably I know I've seen the whole movie, but I probably really only seen it like bits and pieces over time. Like I remember all these parts and just all these hilarious parts of this movie. It's really, really funny movie. Yeah. Zemeckis and Gale really put together a really funny script, and they're putting Kurt Russell in there is just like genius because he's great in it. You talked about the first part with Kurt Russell, his intro.
Oh God.
How he was
so quick.
Fast talker.
Yeah, fast talker. Yeah. Did a great job. Yeah. So
Used Cars is the story of two brothers, the Fuchs brothers, Fuchs. And
second Kurt Russell movie in a row with
the Fuchs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Fuchs brothers have car lots across the street from each other. One is more successful, like not a crappy car lot, and then there's Luke Fuchs, both played by the fantastic Jack Warden, which you may recognize from 12 Angry Men or maybe something more recent, Dirty Work, where he played Pops. But Jack Warden's fantastic, very, very famous character actor, Jack Warden is. So he plays both characters, but Luke dies early on in the movie when his brother sends a stunt driver, demolition derby driver, over to scare him to death, basically. But instead of them acknowledging he's dead, Kurt Russell, the other guy who works at the car lot, whose name I can't remember his name in real life, and their mechanic, who's a very recognizable guy, I think Doug Taylor, maybe is who plays. I don't know. I can't remember his name. I've seen him in tons of movies. He's a good actor. He's freaking funny in this movie. But and Toby the dog, who is our favorite character in the movie. Yeah. Toby the dog is amazing. His dog's name is Toby too.
Great actor in this movie.
Yeah, Toby is fantastic.
Played by Peanuts.
Played by Peanuts, the beagle.
The beagle.
So basically, they hide Luke's body in his old Edsel, his Edsel, that bury, and so that the other Fuchs brother, can't take over the car lot, and they can still do it. In the meantime, Kurt Russell is also trying to get a state Senate seat by paying $50,000 to the party that he's trying to run for. Never clear if it's Republican or Democrat. It just says the party. So he's saving up all this money, and right before Luke dies, Luke said he would loan him the $10,000 he needs to pay this party off, but Luke dies, so Kurt Russell has to kind of run the car lot, trying to make more money. So they hide Luke's death. They work together to keep making money. All of a sudden, Luke's daughter shows up in town, who's been like gone for years upon years. She had called Luke before and said she was coming back. She wanted to make up their relationship. And she comes back, and so the other Fuchs brother thinks he's going to inherit this lot, but the daughter inherits it when they fake Luke's death again by like making him drive into a car and explode. So basically, the big climax of the story ultimately goes to the fact that the bad Fuchs brother makes it seem like the Fuchs daughter, Barbara, I think her name is, says that she has a mile of cars. Well, she says style of cars, but they change it to mile of cars. So they sue her or prosecute her for false advertising. And so Kurt Russell goes to his contact that has all these cars and they have to get all these cars to the car lot. Now this is only like probably the last half hour of the movie, but it's really the crux of the movie is this part of it. The rest of it's kind of just set up moving towards this. Yeah. So the whole last 35 minutes or so is all this madcap getting all these cars to the lot to measure out to the mile of cars. Lots of like actor cameos that you would recognize. The judge is played by Grandpa Monster from the Monsters.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember
Al Lewis. That's his name. Al Lewis.
One thing I remember from this movie is him.
Yeah, Al Lewis.
I was like, oh my god.
Because he's in Gremlins 2 as well. If you remember, he was in Gremlins 2 as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Al Lewis is fantastic.
Yeah. And Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen, the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in Superman
Back to the Future.
And he was in Back to the Future, of course, with Zemeckis. He's one of the student drivers because they use a bunch of student drivers from this school.
He's only in a couple shots.
Yeah, just a few shots. Yeah, and then there's the black students are my favorite.
They're so
I'm not gonna say what they said, but they're
so funny.
The line is great about a Cadillac. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
I just cracked up when I said that.
Cannot shoot this movie.
No, there is lots of tits in this movie.
Yeah.
Lots of strippers, like just a whole scene where they break into illegally with Lenny and Squiggy, Michael McKean, and I can't remember the guy who plays Squiggy, and Laverne and Shirley, but they play a couple of I don't know, they're hackers technically. They hack into TV signals to get their commercials on TV. And there's this whole commercial they do in a football game where the girl's dress in the commercial gets stuck and Kurt Russell rips it off by opening the hood and her tits are just out right there in front of the whole TV audience. And there's this flash to this house with this wife and husband and all these kids, and the wife trying to distract the husband's like, no way! And they end up buying a car like the next day from them.
Oh, the way they have to buy the car.
They fake the dog's death to get them to buy the car. Yeah. Toby's the best in this movie.
The way that they got that dog to act like he did.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's so good.
For him to lay down.
That dog is amazing.
Oh, gosh.
Poor Peanuts, rest in peace. I mean, he's definitely dead. This was a 1980 movie, but Peanuts was amazing. Peanuts was the star of the show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But little beagle guy, he was great. He's basically the fourth main character of the movie outside of Kurt Russell and the two other guys who work for the car lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of like, it's just, skeezy car dealer movie, and Kurt Russell's like the king of them.
Oh yeah.
He's amazing, talent in just scamming people.
Yeah, the cheesy suits with the short tie.
His ties are about his middle of his chest.
Yeah, the checkerboard suits and It's what you think of a used car sale.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
It's a very
that's something that Zemeckis does well.
Yeah,
is he really helps you relate to certain characters on any level. You really can relate to them.
Yeah, Zemeckis.
He's always done a great job with all of his movies.
Yeah, but this movie is certainly a lot more racy than Back to the Future or any of his other movies.
Yeah,
it's definitely late 70s, early 80s movie. No problem with showing off the ladies and no problem with the cussing. I mean, there's a lot of F-bombs in this movie.
Yeah.
This is a hard R. Yeah. I mean, this is a hard R movie
very
for sure.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the movie's just great. The script is great. It's hilarious. If you can, you can't go in this movie and try to be politically correct.
No.
This is a 1980 movie.
Yeah. Just
get in there
and enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Yeah. Don't take it offensively, because there's some offensive crap in this movie from today's standards. But Kurt Russell is just fantastic in it. All of the guys are fantastic. Jack Warden's fantastic. The two additional guys, the one guy who's super superstitious and won't drive red cars, and that's a whole plot point near the end of the movie.
So great. Yeah.
And the whole plot point in the bar where he's trying to get the other football team to win so Kurt Russell can win, Yeah, just great stuff. Great script, terrific directing. Just overall.
The stunt work.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie.
Oh man, I am certain Kurt Russell did some of that stuff.
It was incredible.
It's great. Jumping from moving car to moving car, just fantastic.
Hundreds, in the shot, it's probably like 20 cars.
Yeah,
but
it's
still,
a lot of cars, but it's
they're still
dangerous
moving.
stuff.
Yeah, if he falls off
they're
the car,
moving and jumping from
we
car
don't
to
have
car.
Kurt Russell made.
Yeah, and he's definitely doing one of those stunts. Maybe there's some way they did it that it's not actually dangerous, but man, it's definitely him in the stunt jumping from a car to a truck for sure.
It was legit. Yeah, it was a full-on front shot. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah,
no doubt.
He jumps from one car to the next.
It's definitely him,
and it's a wide view too. But yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was great.
Stunt work there.
Great stunt work.
Yep.
Like I said, all the cast is terrific. Not really any score to speak of, just music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, just the old,
like your
like composed music that they just used. So no score to speak of. Ultimately, I mean, just a classic. It's a classic movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen Used Cars, see Used Cars because it's a classic of the 80s. There's no doubt in my mind that you will enjoy this movie if you don't get offended easily, I suppose. Yeah. All right. I don't have much else to say. You got anything else to say?
No, I mean, I'm good to go.
Pretty much captures it, yeah. All right, I'll go first in the ratings. I mean, the movie's not perfect. It certainly has its problems, so I'm going to go with the good old 4-star rating on this one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got to go a tick above you. 4.1.
See, you got the .1s.
Yeah, I got the .1s.
I don't do the .1s. It's not at a 4.5, so I can't go up any.
So basically, it's a 4, but 4.1. I gotta go a little bit above a 4, just because the humor, the characters are great. I mean, it's pretty amazing. No score. I think that's why I kind of drop it down a little bit, but it doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Used Cars, great movie. Kurt Russell's fantastic, and a lot of other fantastic performances, especially the dog. So definitely go out and watch Used Cars. We'll see you next time on Basement Movie Room. Be sure to subscribe and comment. Let us know what you want us to watch in the future.
Hit the subscribe down here.
It's not there. He keeps doing this. It's not there either. It's nowhere. It's after the end of the video.
Hit the thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up. It's down there. That's down there. Oh, there is a subscribe button down there somewhere, I suppose. Yeah, it's like right over there. But it's not like in the video. It's like below the video. But if you're watching in full screen, it's not there.
We have 19.
This is ridiculous what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We do it for fun.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See ya.